Hi, welcome back. In our previous classes, we have done a lot of data preparation in Excel. You can now handle missing values. You can handle clearing formatting. You can handle duplicates. You can handle splitting column values. There is a lot that we have learned of previous sessions. In this class, we are going to introduce ourselves one of the most important function in data cleaning. COUNTIF function. COUNTIF returns the number of cells that match a specific value or that meet a specific conditions. In data cleaning, such COUNTIF function will help us to get out of range values, the total number of out of range values. For example, if amount dues column should be having values between 100 and 500, I want to get the values which are less than 100 and above 500 so that I'll understand how many values lies out of these specified ranges. It is important to remember that COUNTIF function with condition being a numeric will ignore text values and also blank cells, which is not the case when you are working with conditional formatting. Now, let's get something done. Here at splitting column values, we have this due amount, which are 1, 200, 500, and so on. Now the question comes is, how do we know when value lies out of 100 and 500? So here at this tab, I'm having the value which is greater than 500, values which are less than 100. I want to get the count of these values. So I'm saying is equal to COUNTIF. Alright, COUNTIF tab, range, I'll go around here. This will be my range. Alright, this is the range. I put a comma, criteria should be greater than 500, close, enter, 1. I have one value which is greater than 500. Less than 500, how many values do I have? I say is equals to COUNTIF. Range is the same range, so again I can select my range. Alright, have I started from the right place? No, I should be starting from here. Yeah, that is my range, comma. What is criteria? Criteria should be less than 100, right? Less than 100. I close, I say enter. I have one value which is greater than 500. I have another value which is less than 100. Now I want to see where these values lie. So I'm going to use conditional formatting here. Conditional formatting. Now by now you should be comfortable with this conditional formatting stuff because we have done a lot of this. So I want to copy the entire sheet here. Conditional formatting. I want to paste my values here. Now I want to see where these two values are, that is greater than 500, less than 100. And so I'm going to select my ranges from here, Control Shift down arrow, Control Shift down arrow. Alright, there. Okay, now from there I want to go to conditional format. Cells values greater than 500, right? So let's have that fill color. Again, I want to do some highlight cells rule. Less than 100, right? I have the same fill color. So when I scroll down here, I have $1,000, for a student member. For a student associate, I know it should be 100, so this must be a mistake by inputter to type 1000. I have negative 200 for professional member. I know professional member should be 200, so this again is a typo error which I can fix. And also you can see with conditional formatting we have blank cell getting highlighted as less than 100, which is of course not the case with COUNTIF. What if you want to highlight the entire row for these values? I know by now you should be very comfortable with that, but again let me just repeat. Manage rules, new rule, use formula, you can say is equal to or. Alright, of course I want to highlight the entire row, so I say $I2 is greater than 500 or $I2 2 is less than 100. I close that. I make my formatting here. I say okay. I say okay. I want to change the range of this application. I go around my data. Right here till here, Control Shift down arrow to capture my entire data set. Can drop this and say okay. Alright, we can now have those highlighted rows, and here I can filter by color, by this color, so that I can have Calvo, last name is Jesus. I can see amount due is 1000, and this person or this member is a student associate, so that must be due to typo error as I've described. So that is how we can join COUNTIF function and also conditional formatting to look at out of range values. Alright, that must be interesting. Thank you for joining and enjoy learning.